The holiday rush, that's in full swing in nearby Manhattan, but we've got football here 8 miles west at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. A few moments ago, the crowd here was on their feet as their beloved Jets made their way out of the tunnel. They're ready to go. We're ready to go, and it should be a good one as those New York Jets get set to face off with Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready? Select 80.
Got you, boy. I got you.
No spacing.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. Big Leonard Williams there on the stop.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
44.
57, 57's right. Watch the screen. Hey. Watch the screen. Hey, check.
To throw here, Roethlisberger. To the right side and complete to Washington. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Middle. Motion. Hey, check motion man. Put your hands on him. Get hands on motion man. Right.
No foul.
33. Here we go.
Black and turn.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Brandon Copeland. What a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Crowder now to return. Still going. Now he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers.
I remember sitting in special teams meetings, and at some point during the meeting, the coach would always say, you better treat this one just like you're playing offense or defense. It's a big part of the game, and we just saw evidence of why right there with that fumble.
Yeah, fumble on the punt, and after it was turning up to be a pretty decent return.
Yeah, a really nice return. They were going to be set up okay, and the offense would feel good running onto the field. And now the defense has to trot out there and try and slow them down.
A big run there, 29 yards and a first. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's two ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Alert. Ball. 3-2.
57. Mike, 57. Check the out.
No spacing.
57 to Mike. Hey, here I come.
On 2nd down and 4, Roethlisberger. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
So he's seen some good pressure defensively already here in the first quarter. Here's another good example.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
66. Here we go, here we go.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. This is Johnson. He's got it. And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out. And the Jets have recovered.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 10-yard line.
Here they come, 2nd and 10 now from the 10. Darnold. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here. A safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Off the draw, here's Johnson. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves them with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Here we go. Here we go. Whoa! Black, what's that? 57 Mike. Blue there.
Now Roethlisberger to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
Here's Jordan Berry now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And a big no-no last time. A safety to make this score 2-0 where we stand now. So see if they can atone for that mistake.
You give up points, but on the flip side, the positive side, after you punted the ball away or kicked it away,
defense held.
Defense held for you. So there's a little bit of relief there. Now they know they can get back out on the field, run their offense, and try not to put their defense in a bad spot again.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Check.
Bell. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 16 yards, a first down. Bell, of course, 3-time 1,000-yard rusher. Sat out 2018, but you look back to 2017, a tick under 1,300 yards and almost 700 more receiving. Now after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10.
It's our time.
This one caught by Crowder. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at their 48-yard line.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they've got it 2nd down and 11.
Outside. 26, red 80. Yo, check 99. Check the smooth. I got him. On me. 26.
On 2nd and 11 now. Darnold gets this one to Le'Veon Bell. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Back to throw, Darnold. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Steven Nelson. There he goes, right side. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick 6s.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do it.
Boswell good with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw is Darnold. Throw left side complete. That's Powell. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stops right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Check. Hey, Delta.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Outside. 26 months. Red 80. I got you. Joker. Yo, 80. Hey. High 7.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Darnold. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Bell. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Back at the 42.
Time. 26 mark. Hey, defense, let's go. Red 80. 26 mark.
Now on 2nd and 13. Darnold. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
26 attack.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. On the catch, it's Crowder. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. Well, that's something of a pick-me-up, but the offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Roethlisberger, throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Let's go. Let's do it.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And this is caught inside the 5. A big play. Smith-Schuster on the throw from Big Ben. 54 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
They'll run here with Conner, and he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. James Conner, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. A 1-yard run on 1st down, another yard that gets him into the end zone on 2nd down. Maybe not much for the yards per carry average, but hey, 6 points.
Yeah, bottom line is it doesn't matter there. You've got to find a way to wedge it into the end zone. Yards per carry, that's out the window. How do you score? And on the 2nd down, they had something going. They got a yard before. They thought they could do it again, and they got it done.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. An update from Denver. It's the Lions that have grabbed the early lead. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. and that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for, and that'll bring up second down.
Sack. 26 Mike. Cut. 26 Mike. 26 Mike. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. 26 Mike.
Darnold now to throw. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
Sack. 26 Mike. On the ball. 26 Mike. 26 Mike. Set the tone. Set the tone. Defense attack.
On first down, Darnold. And a quick throw here. That's complete. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's Bell. He's got the first down here inside the 30. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards.
It's funny, partner. Le'Veon Bell, when he came out of Michigan State, when I go back and look at my analysis of him and what my grades were for him, thought he was a big-time player, great potential, but I didn't know we were going to get this player. I was used to a big, solid, thick running back, but now I've got a full package, a guy who can do everything, as we just saw there, including breaking tackles.
But at the time, 2nd-round pick in 2013, some people probably wishing they'd taken him in the first. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. The Steeler defense proving its mettle here. And now this is 3rd and goal. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. And no move to take the offense on the field. They're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal. They'll run it with Bell. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Le'Veon Bell in the final seconds of the first half as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point good by Catanzaro, and the lead will shrink to 6. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So you want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Darnold. It's caught by Quincy Enunwa. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion.
We got three. Watch it.
Darnold from the gun. That's complete. It's Bell. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Certainly not what they wanted there. No gain, and it's 4th down. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They're going to go. It's Darnold. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position.
Black 20.
54. 3 bud.
They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Going deep to the end zone for Jude. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
Here's Darnold. That is incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. This is Bell. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback on the expected passing situation.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down.
26 months. There's a party now.
Now Darnold. And he's got a moonwalk. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
Chopper!
26 months. Switch up. Safe. Watch the twist. Ready?
Out of of the shotgun. It's Bell. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Bell. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Come on, let's go. Check 30.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there, and it's 3rd down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Steelers.
All I know, partner, is that with every play call that came in, there was a little discussion about, hey, we can seal this bad boy. We can really put ourselves in a great spot to take total control, and yet they find a way to cough it up.
Yeah, the 2-score game opportunity eludes them, and now a chance for the other side to come back here.
Yeah, that means defense has to go out there and make some plays themselves. So we call sudden change. Let's see if the defense is mentally ready to take care of it.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
All right, now. Black 80. Hey, watch your leg. Black, what's that? Hey. Banjo. Let's go. Middle. Watch with the 7. Here we go. Black, back.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Johnson. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Yeah, that was the safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
50 seconds to Mike. 50 seconds to Mike.
Beat these two.
Check. Crunch. Slam.
Quarter.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty.
Spin. 57. Hey, watch the ball. 57's Mike. Mike 57. General West. 20. Jack 16.
They'll indeed go for it with Roethlisberger. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Now a first down carry by Bell. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
26 Mike. 26 Mike. Check pass. 26 Mike.
On 2nd and 9. Darnold caught here by Bell. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll be 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Well, the tackle's got room to run. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
I think Le'Veon Bell's now recognized mainly for his hesitation move. But he makes so many people miss. I think that's what makes him an elite runner in this league.
He's been doing that since high school when he was a Groveport Cruiser in Ohio and on to Michigan State and now into the National Football League. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
You know, it's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. When runners have days like what we're seeing right now, they often take their offensive linemen out for steaks afterwards, don't they? They all go buy them dinner. But after a play like that, he might reduce it, might go to the corner and just grab a hot dog or two, huh?
Hey, I mean, they've still been blocking for him well in this game. They don't get one mulligan up front.
Okay, so what we're saying then is we're going petite filet instead of porterhouse.
8 ounces. 8 ounces good.
All right, just checking.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I've thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. The last 2 plays, each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. Now it's Darnold. Buying time to his left. And that is incomplete.
Thrown away and incomplete. It's 4th down.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And Catanzaro's kick is right through. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the 4th.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Hey, alert.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 57 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Flushed it, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Leonard Williams able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Johnson the intended target, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Like 20. Check. 22 and 44. 50 seconds.
Now Roethlisberger. And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. Brandon Copeland. He continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. 44 on his first punt. This is a good kick as well.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't...
Le'Veon Bell, kiss him goodbye. The 40, 30, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Le'Veon Bell with touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Jets have taken the lead. Important extra point up and through. Elsewhere, they're into the 4th at Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Roethlisberger. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year, as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. Critical extra point up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Again, it's Bell. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now Darnold. Out left to Anderson. Call that a very strong gain of 24. He was the leading receiver for the Jets a season ago. Robbie Anderson, 50 catches, over 750 yards, and getting more and more comfortable with Sam Darnold. Now a year plus under their belts collectively. You'd figure that those numbers for Anderson might be trending further north. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run it with Bell. And he's got some space here. Le'Veon Bell. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Le'Veon Bell becoming just the second player with 30 touchdowns in a single year. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. Elsewhere, a 4th quarter score now from Tampa. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Another victory perhaps in the cards. They're looking as good as anybody as the playoffs draw near. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Back to throw. And complete to Moncrief over the middle. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
No spacing. 54
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the 2nd quarter, he may very well have run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. They go play action with Roethlisberger. His throw caught at about the 5. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. A A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal.
61, matchbox, lights. Connector.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
Block 80! 54, Mike. 54, Mike. Check. Watch 54. I got one. Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike. Easy.
He'll look to throw. And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. And now they're going to go for 2 and a possible win as this crowd rises to make things difficult. Throwing now is Roethlisberger. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. So 15 ticks remaining as they line up for the onside kick. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And now the Jets are going to get this one, and that might be all she wrote. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go, Tam.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
Darnold is going to take